In this lesson, I want to talk about tripwire offers or self-liquidating offers. In principle, they're basically called the same thing. So you can refer to it as a tripwire or a self-liquidating offer. Now, the definition of this and why it's important in your sales funnel is basically it's an initial low ticket offer. So typically this is priced like very cheaply, typically $7, $7 to $20, right? But if you have a more expensive product overall, you can get away with a higher priced product. I know people that have tripwire offers of $100 or $200. Frank Kern, for example, he typically has these $97 or $197 products that are his tripwires leading up to his multi-$1,000 products, right? So basically what this is it's an initial low ticket offer designed to recover ad spend and turn leads into initial buyers and then move them through your funnel and have them purchase, your other products. So there's a big difference between a lead on your email list, someone who's just, consuming your content, and someone who you just have their email, and someone who has made a purchase from you. Now that purchase amounts, obviously, at some point it becomes significant, but just the fact that they've actually made a purchase from you, even if it's just for a single dollar, that separates them from being a normal lead into a buyer. And there's a big difference because even though the amount may be small, whether it's $1 or $7 or $20, if someone makes a purchase from you, that's a very specific action. And even though the amount is very small, there still needs to be a certain amount of trust for someone to make that purchase. And then if they go through that purchase process and they have a favorable experience, then it sets the tone for the rest of purchasing from you, right? So, for example, was the checkout process smooth, right? Was it very easy to do? So they put in the card, they make the payment, everything went as it should, and it was smooth and efficient. Okay, awesome. Did they get what was promised, or did they get more than what was promised, right? That's a big thing. So if you're promising them whatever they're going to get for $1 or $7 or $20, if they get exactly what you promised or more, then that is a favorable experience because it shows you're trustworthy. It shows you deliver on what you promised. So if if you've done that for your $7 product, the chance is much higher, or the chance is high that you're going to do that for your $100 product, your $1,000 product, your $10,000 product, right? So again, it allows you to build trust, and it allows you to take someone from being just a lead and turn them into an initial buyer who has had a good buying experience with, a favorable experience and expectation of the rest of what you have to offer. So how do you create a tripwire or self-liquidating offer, right? And why is this necessary? Well, let's just say that you're spending money to acquire ads, and with your business, that's going to be the goal, as we've covered, right? You can have free traffic and organic traffic, and all of that stuff does help, but ultimately you want to control your own traffic, which means that you need to be able to pay for advertising, whether that's on Facebook or Google or native, whatever ad source or platform you use to pay for advertising, right? So let's just say on average you spend $5 to acquire an email lead, right? So it costs you $5 in advertising spend to be able to generate one person's email address on your list. Now let's just say you have a $25 tripwire offer. 20% of your leads have to purchase this offer, right? So 1 out of 5, if they purchase this $25 offer, you're basically breaking even on ad spend. And that is incredibly powerful. So the point of the tripwire or self-liquidating offer, that's why it's called self-liquidating, is to be able to work towards breaking even on lead acquisition with paid advertising, right? Because if you can break even on your ad spend, you can go and acquire a massive following, right? And remember, this is super important because if you have the ability to build a relationship with someone, if you have their email address, if you have their phone number, and you can continue communicating with them and get in front of them and share your content with them and help them, even through all your content and your emails and your interactions with them, then the chances are big that that person can end up purchasing further products of yours or become a repeat buyer or refer other people to you, right? So in order for you to make money, you need customers. And if you're able to acquire initial leads and initial buyers without a cost, right? You can acquire a following of thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of people without needing a huge bank balance. And then you can just turn that into a very, very profitable business, right? Imagine you had to acquire 10,000 leads at $5 and you had to invest your own money to do that, right? You'd have to spend $50,000 out of your own pocket to build a list of 10,000 people. But if you have this offer set up and it's converting at break even, perhaps, you might spend $1,000 initially, and then as you keep spending that $1,000, you keep making it back and you can reinvest it. And then you might end up spending only $1,000 to be able to build, that 10,000 lead list. So it's very, very powerful. So let's have a look at some ideas of what you can use to create a tripwire or a self-liquidating offer. And the easiest way to think of what this really is, the easiest way to explain it, think of having an entire pizza and you give someone just a slice, right? So you're giving them a sample of your material, you're helping them in some way, and you're giving them a piece of the entire pizza, but you're not giving them the entire pizza. So someone isn't going from being a total stranger to purchasing an entire pizza. They go and purchase a slice of the pizza, they try it out, and if they like it, they might end up buying the whole pizza or 10 pizzas, right? So basically something that is valuable enough and helps your prospect solve the problem in a single step. What is important is that this tripwire offer, the self-liquidating offer, is related to your lead magnet and your main offer, right? So it has to be something similar, but it has to be in between. So you can't have a main offer, let's say in, for example, the diet niche or the weight loss niche, and then have a product about, like a tripwire offer about investing, right? It makes no sense. So it's got to be related. It's got to be like a stepping stone, going from being a total stranger to stepping on the tripwire offer to going into your main product. So what you could do, for example, is the tripwire offer could be a summary or a very basic single module of your main product, right? So for example, let's say Six Figure Inc. I've got all these modules in here. I can take, for example, the first module about mindset, turn that into a $7 or a $20 product, talking about these are the mindsets that you need to create a successful 6-figure per year business, right? And then the next step would be purchase the entire product to learn how to build the business. Or I could take the affiliate marketing module and say, this is how you can get started and make your first dollar online. You take someone else's product, you send traffic to it, and you make a sale, right? So maybe I sell that for $97 or $197. And then the next stepping stone is like, well, all these pieces are missing and you can create your own product and keep 100% of the profit. So purchase the entire course, Six Figure Inc., right? So basically, it's a bridge between your lead magnet and your main product. So another example, we have something in the cryptocurrency space. So I have a monthly newsletter plus a community plus a bunch of training that I sell from between $997 and $1997, right? So that's a big step for someone to go from being a stranger to spending $2,000. But what I could do is I could create a high-value beginner's training course teaching people how to get started with cryptocurrencies as an introduction and sell that between $7 and $200, right? People purchase that as a stepping stone. They get to see who I am. They get the favorable buyer's experience. They get the quality of the content. They get to experience, what my product is like. And if they like that and they want to learn more and they want to be part of the community, the next step would be the $2,000 product, right? So again, that's just an example over there. And where do you place the tripwire, the self-liquidating offer? Typically, this is placed on the thank you page after the opt-in. So you can have a lead magnet where you capture the person's email address, and on the thank you page, which is automatically redirected to after they enter the email, you can basically offer them this special offer for $7 or $97 through a simple video or video sales letter, right? As a VSL simple script. You can just say, hey, this is Dirk. Thank you for opting into my newsletter. I have a very special offer for you. What I have prepared over here, I have this strategy on affiliate marketing, and give you my exact funnel. And what this is going to do for you, it's going to help you get started and make your first $100 online. And if you want it, just because you subscribe today, it is only $7. So go ahead and sign up now. I'm just making this up on the fly, basically, but something like that, right? You can have a very basic no-brainer offer that is valuable to your lead magnet. So they've opted in for something, let's say a free report. I offer them a basic whatever for $7 to $97. And then after that, they can go through, my content and my follow-ups, and eventually, hopefully, turn into a $2,000 or $10,000 buyer, and so on and so forth. Now, Tripwires or self-liquidating offers, they can actually also be used directly sending traffic to these offers. So I'm going to show you some examples of all of this, and then you can see it in action. So a free book is a very good example, and once again we come back to Russell Brunson. He does this a lot. So I covered this in the lead magnet section because it is in a way a lead magnet, but it is also a Tripwire offer because it's not just a free something. There's actually, and Russell's done this very well, is that there's an ability to profit from this also. So the step number 1 is shipping. So where do we send it? So obviously the book is free, but I have to pay for shipping. And as I've already said, the shipping very likely covers the cost of both the shipping and the book. So there's no loss for the marketer on the front end over here. So let's just say we go and sign up over here. You can see this is the order bump offer. So free plus shipping, this probably covers the book and the shipping. But what I can go and do now is if I go and spend an extra $37 over here, I get all this other stuff. So I get .com secrets and this box and all these other printings, right? So it's being used as a lead magnet, but it's also being used as a Tripwire offer. So Russell could actually go and send traffic directly to this because he has the chance of making $37 on the sale. And again, it's plus shipping. So I'm pretty sure that the shipping cost will probably cover both the cost of the material and the shipping itself. So the profit is probably going to be $37 or maybe like 30 out of the $37, right? So if he can afford to spend several dollars per lead to send this here, if it's converting at a decent percentage, and then basically use that as a list building tool because he's breaking even on this product like it's a self-liquidating or Tripwire offer, and then he's going to make money on all his other products that the lead is going to get exposed to because they go through his books, they get his content, they get his follow-ups, and so on and so forth. So this is a very good example of basically of a Tripwire offer. Another thing you can do over here, you often see this on digital products, is basically it's these cheap offers, right? Anywhere from $7, $37, $47, $49, right? And you purchase this product, but as soon as you purchase, what happens is you tend to get upsells, right? So we disclose all our offers. This is just a random offer I picked from JV Zoo, by the way. So not as an example, just to show you over here. I don't endorse this in any way. I haven't even bought it myself. But basically, yeah, so it's a $45 in the front end. And then after you purchase it, you get the first upgrade, WP Optimizer. Then you get the second upgrade, Easy Pages. Upgrade number 3, Conversion Boost, right? So even though it's $49, right, in the beginning, it has the potential to make hundreds of dollars on the on the back end, right, on the upsells. So even if this doesn't make any profit on the front end, right, the $45, it means that someone could go and spend money to drive ads to this. If the ads break even on this $45 offer, then all the rest on the back end is profit, right? And that's the idea behind a Tripwire offer. It's not to make money. It's not to make profit at all. It is to reduce your ad cost, or ideally get it to break even. If you can achieve that, that's amazing, right? Because it means you can just go and spend as much money as you want. You're going to get it right back, and you're building a list and following in the process. And the secondary goal of this Tripwire self-liquidating offer is to turn that lead into an initial buyer, right? So like I said earlier, there's a big difference between someone who's just a email address on your list compared to someone who's purchased from you. And if that purchase experience was favorable, that person is much more likely to purchase your higher end products and your other products than someone who's never bought from you before. So there's so many different Tripwire examples. This happens in real life everywhere. For example, supplements, sample sizes, right? It can be with anything, but little sample packs. So these are packs that they could be given away for free, but they could also be really cheap. You know, buy a first sample or a trial for like $1 or $7. Then you get to try the product, so you get a bunch of value from it. And because you try it, because it was cheap, if you like the experience, if you like the supplement or the effect of it, you'll become a recurring customer, right? You'll go ahead and you'll buy more and you'll buy other products. So you'll see this a lot. Think about in life, like anywhere where you go, supermarkets, shops, you know, where you get little samples of whatever, like little sample sizes. It might be given to you for free as a lead magnet, but it might also just be, you know, try the sample pack for just a few dollars. You try it, you're happy, you come back and you buy a whole lot more. Here's another example, Vistaprint. So this is a pretty good article actually about Tripwire. I'll share it in the resources below. They talk about how Vistaprint as a Tripwire offer is basically offering business cards, right? So Vistaprint is basically a printing company, and they have a whole wide range of services available. But every business typically likes to have business cards, right? So they're doing a special offer on their business cards for just $10. You get 250 business cards printed, right? So to a lot of businesses, hey, $10, what is that? So they probably don't make money on this. They probably make a loss, maybe even. But even if they break even, that means they're able to spend money acquiring customers who purchase this, right? They reduce their ad spend, and then if the customer is happy and they had a good experience with these business cards, perhaps they'll come back and buy more or get all their printing work done over here. So that's just another example of a Tripwire offer. Typically, this is what it is, a Tripwire self-liquidating offer. Now, one thing that I do want to add over here, although there are a lot of marketers that use Tripwire and self-liquidating offers to a degree. I mean, I've seen Frank Kern use them. Some of the biggest, largest marketers and companies use Tripwire or self-liquidating offers. Russell Brunson uses them a lot. I've also seen marketers that are very successful that don't have Tripwire offers and that go directly for a $2,000 sale. For example, Sam Ovens, right? So Sam Ovens sends traffic directly to his $2,000 consulting program. That is his first front end. He doesn't have like a $25 or $97 offer to get people in there first. And Sam is doing tens of millions a year with his info products. We covered that in the in module number 2 under the examples. We analyze samsconsulting.com business and his info product business. So it's just to show you it's not essential to have a Tripwire, right? It's not like this is the rule of marketing. You absolutely need to have a Tripwire offer to be able to be profitable with your online business. It's something that is proven and something that can really help you with your ad spend, because it allows you to get quicker results also, right? So the benefit of it is that because it's a small product, you're able to start seeing whether someone's going to buy it right away. If you have a $2,000 product and you start running paid advertising, the chances are that you're going to need to spend a couple $1,000s to be able to make a sale, right? And then to tweak it. So you need larger pockets, or you need to know what you're doing and have a lot of experience and know your product converts before you can start running advertising at those price points. Whereas if you have a lower priced offer, $25, right? Go and spend $100 in advertising, go and spend $200 and see if you make one sale back. And at least you know that way that your offer is converting, and you'll be able to recycle your money a lot quicker, meaning you don't need as much capital and you don't need to take as much of a risk to be able to start running paid advertising. And that's where it can really, really help to have this Tripwire, this self-liquidating offer. So that's it for this lesson. I will see you in the next lesson.